In the NFL, summer is just the calm before the storm. For some head coaches, that storm is already thundering. In a league where loyalty is fleeting and expectations skyrocket, 1 or 2 bad seasons can be a career death sentence. 2025 is here, and the hot seat is already ablaze. Let's break down the 10 NFL coaches entering this season with everything to prove and everything to lose. 1. ZacTaylor, Cincinnati Bengals. ZacTaylor isn't a bad coach. The players like him. The media respects him. But this league doesn't care about vibes. It cares about results. And when you've got a top 5 quarterback like Joe Burrow and no playoff wins in the last 2 seasons, questions start stacking up. Yes, they rallied from a 1-bye or 4 start last year. But almost and potential don't keep your job. With Jamar Chase and T. Higgins both locked in and the Super Bowl window narrowing, Taylor better deliver, or he might be out before winter. 2. Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland Browns. Once a coach of the year, now a man on borrowed time. After a 3-0-14 disaster and chaos at quarterback, Stefanski is trying to steer a ship that's already halfway sunk. With Joe Flacco as the current best option under center and a roster drifting somewhere between a rebuild and a tank, the margin for error is microscopic. If the Browns don't flash life early, or at least flirt with a wild card, Stefanski might be gone before Halloween. 3. Mike McDaniel, Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins' offense is electric. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, big plays all day. But when the playoffs roll around, they fold, again and again. Miami under McDaniel has crumbled after Thanksgiving, and another late-season collapse could spell the end. He doesn't need a ring, but he does need a playoff win. Something to prove that this isn't just a flashy team with no finish. Because in the NFL, speed thrills, but it doesn't always save jobs. 4. Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills. He's led the Bills to consistent playoff appearances. He helped turn Josh Allen into a star. But at some point, potential has to become production. The Bills haven't made it to a Super Bowl in the Allen era, and their playoff exits are getting uglier. The AFC isn't getting easier. The window isn't staying open. One more flame out, and McDermott might be the scapegoat, even if he built the thing from scratch. 5. Brian Schottenheimer, Dallas Cowboys. He's never been a head coach. Now he's leading the Dallas Cowboys. That's like skipping driver's ed and jumping in a Formula One car. Jerry Jones made a shock move by promoting his OC instead of hiring a big-name coach. And in Dallas, expectations are brutal. A stacked roster, a restless fan base, a demanding owner. If Schottenheimer can't produce immediately, don't expect a second chance. In Big D, there's no time for growing pains. 6. Brian Daboll, New York Giants. In 2022, he looked like a savior. By 2024, he looked overwhelmed. Daniel Jones collapsed post-extension, and the front office responded by tossing in Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and rookie gamble Jackson Dart. That's not a plan. It's a dartboard. After a 3-14 campaign and the departure of Saquon Barkley, Daboll enters 2025 with ownership's patience on life support. He needs wins. He needs growth from Dart. He needs hope, or it's back to square one in New York. 7. Brian Callahan, Tennessee Titans year 1 was a wash. Year 2 needs direction. Callahan took on a Titans team in full rebuild mode, and now he's got his guy, rookie QB Cam Ward. The tools are there, arm, speed, upside, but the rest of the roster is duct tape and dreams. Titans ownership doesn't expect a playoff berth, but they do expect signs of life. If the team looks lifeless again, and Ward looks overwhelmed, Callahan might not survive to see the third act of his rebuild. 8. Shane Steichen, Indianapolis Colts. The Anthony Richardson project is officially on the clock. Steichen was brought in to unlock the potential of a raw, athletic freak. But now, in year 3, things are murky. Richardson's flashes are brilliant, but inconsistent. Injuries haven't helped. If the offense doesn't click this year, or if Richardson regresses, the Colts may decide the pairing isn't working. Steichen doesn't need to make the playoffs, but he does need to show this team is going somewhere. 9. Jonathan Gannon, Arizona Cardinals. Gannon inherited a disaster. Injured QB. Thin roster, rock bottom. Year 1 bought him grace. Year 2 bought him time. But year 3, that's the judgment season. The Cardinals spent big in free agency, landed Marvin Harrison Jr., and expect to compete. Gannon's specialty is defense, but it's been Arizona's biggest weakness. If this team underperforms again, especially with Kyler Murray healthy and weapons in place, Gannon's rebuild pitch may get canceled midway. 10. Raheem Morris, Atlanta Falcons. He dodged the axe after an 8-9 letdown in 2024, but Raheem Morris knows the margin for error in Atlanta is paper thin. The team spent big again. Michael Penix Jr. was drafted. The pass rush got better. and the NFC South is still wide open. But patience is running dry. If Morris stumbles early or fails to develop Penix, the Falcons may look elsewhere, again, because the only thing more dangerous than high expectations is wasted potential.